closing the door on 58 years of history. The interior of the Regency Square Mall closed for good today as developers work toward a new vision for the once iconic shopping mall. Our Zach Wilcox joins us live from there right now, and Zach was telling me that City Councilman Ken Amaro today called the mall a community nightmare.
Yeah, Jeannie, he mentioned he received nothing but complaints over the past couple of years with the mall and the state of the mall, but he also pointed out that this is the first step to a new beginning, and hopefully one day we'll be talking about the future of the mall, but today was all about the past and the nostalgia for a lot of the folks who were coming by for one last look at the mall. I even talked with one man who pointed out that really it brought back a lot of memories for him because a particular person that was so important to him, the mall reminds him of so much.
I used to go like the part where it was like the kids area when I was a little kid. I used to go there a lot when I was younger.
Wallace Stein spent plenty of afternoons in that kids area, then found himself visiting the Regency Square Mall all the time once he grew up a bit.
My dad became the GM of this mall back in like 2020, and then he passed since then, but you know, it's kind of weird and kind of eerie being back in this mall.
Stein felt compelled to visit the mall on its final day, knowing his dad would have been right there with him if he were still around.
But I know he used to go here a lot when he was a kid, so I know that he had more of an experience, and I wish I could, you know, tell him like right now, oh, I'm on the last day of your place you were working at.
Only 2 businesses were left inside the mall for Stein's final visit, Tokyo Sakura and Rogers Jewelers. A Lake City developer bought the mall last month with plans to level part of it to make room for housing, retail, and entertainment space.
I always came here back in the heyday in the 90s and the 2000s. He came and got his pictures with Santa here. One last time.
Access on the last day was limited, with most of the mall beyond the food court roped off due to holes in the ceiling and buckets collecting water.
It's been crazy, you know, to see the decline of a mall in real time.
But that didn't stop visitors from logging one last memory before the doors locked for good.
Of course, he's not here now, so I can't really explain it to him, but I know this is kind of a little tribute for him.
This is a bit of a complicated closing because there's a couple of places on the outside of the mall that have exterior access. In fact, we saw a group at the Rhythm Factory that was breaking up their event here right when we were pulling up to set up to go live. So the Rhythm Factory and Lawrence Seafood, I did check in over there, and they mentioned that they plan to stick around for the foreseeable future. And Impact Church, the AMC, and the Dillards are all owned independently of the mall, so this closure doesn't impact them either. And we still don't know what exactly the timeline looks like for when we will see the new future coming for the mall. In Regency, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.